Praise the Most High, family. It is another absolutely gorgeous day here in the Carolinas. One I'm so glad to see. I do hope everyone is well today and that you're able to get out and enjoy this day like I am. I do ask you to forgive the lawnmower. This is the one day I decided to come out to this park and they're cutting grass in the area where I usually do my report. I thought about going to the other end of the park, the other side of the park, but I said I'm gonna stay here and try to go and get through it. I do hope everyone is well and that you're able to get out also and enjoy your day. Give yourself in some fresh air, sunshine, and hopefully some exercise. My form of exercise as of late has been work. Has been work. And as of late, we've been getting in those 12-hour days, but it's paying off. It's paying off. And as I was saying, I have a great idea I wanted to share. And it is the secret to the second Exodus. The secret to the second Exodus. And we can have a secondary idea of the Most High has a plan, path, and a way already for us to get back home. The Most High has a plan, a path, and a way already for us to get back home. Already for us to get back home. And we're first going to look at the scripts. And it's Jeremiah 6:16 through 17. And it says, ask for the ancient paths, ask where the good way is, and walk in it, and you will find rest for your souls. See, that's some responsibility on us that he's telling us we must adhere to. We got to ask for the ancient ways and then walk therein. See, a lot of times we want to take and put the blame on other folks for our position, where we're at and where we're not, what's happening to us and what's not happening to us. But life is all about maturity and responsibility on our end. See, the Most High has basically done all he's going to do. I've heard this preached before, and I do believe it. He came, he died, gave his life, gave us the power to fulfill our destinies, which is to wake up our people and to walk in the ancient path as an example to our people how we should get back into the land. And then Psalms 84:5, blessed is the man whose strength is in you, the Most High, and whose heart are the highways designed. So he's telling us here that the way to Zion is in our hearts. So this good way and this path that we need to walk on or walk in is something that's instilled in our heart. Oh boy. Let's continue. Let's look at Galatians 5 and 22. And it says, but the fruit of the Ruach is love, joy, peace, longsuffering, gentleness, goodness, and faith. Galatians 5 and 22, once again. But the fruit of the Ruach is love, joy, peace, longsuffering, gentleness, goodness, faith. When the fruit of the Ruach is evident in our lives, we are on the ancient paths, back home to Zion. I'm going to read that again. When the fruit of the Ruach is evident in our lives, we are on the ancient paths back home to Zion. And see, that text goes on to say, well, we'll continue. In Galatians 5:16-17 says, so I say, let the Ruach HaKodesh guide your lives. Then you won't be doing what your sinful nature craves. The sinful nature wants to do evil, which is just the opposite of what the Ruach wants. And the Ruach gives us desires that are the opposite of what the sinful nature desires. These two forces are constantly fighting each other, so you are not free to carry out your own good intentions. Oh boy. Notice that thing said good intentions. That means wishing well. And John 16:13 goes on to say, in the same vein of this idea, howbeit when he, the Ruach of truth, is come, he will guide you into all truth, the ancient paths. For he shall not speak of himself, but whatsoever he shall hear, that shall he speak, and he will show you things to come. Oh boy. And up here at Galatians 5:22, I was going to add this idea in this. But it says the fruit of the Ruach is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, and faith. And without which, if you follow these, there's no law, something like that. Which basically means if you following these fruits of the Spirit, then you're actually following the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments to the whole. Especially with the first one, it says love. Because if you love the Most High, you're going to follow his commands, as Yahushua HaMashiach said himself. But I thought I had to put that back in to interject that before we carry on with this idea. And these are my final notes. When our forefathers followed the fire by night and the cloud by day, the Ruach of the Most High Yah, everything went well for them. All of our great prophets, seers, and teachers had to follow the Ruach HaKodesh, who led them into all truth that they gave on to the people. And see, it's the same today. This is the secret to the second Exodus. It's by first asking for the ancient paths. See, the text says he's coming back for an assembly and a church without spot and wrinkle. But in order to do that, you have to find somebody that's following the path, that's on the righteous path, just like with our forefathers, and you can say ancestors, who was out in the wilderness. They followed the Most High. He led them right where to go. He led them straight to water. He led them to food. He supplied all their needs. At the same time, he was teaching them. But that was a stiff-necked generation, just like a lot of our people are in this generation. But we have to get in order and get in line with the ancient paths so that the Most High can come on and take us home. See, it's all lined up with his perfect timing anyway, but it has a lot to do with us, our responsibility as his co-workers, as we said before, as his sons and daughters, as the text says. The whole earth is waiting for the sons and daughters of the Most High to be revealed. So when we're walking in the ancient paths, we're actually being revealed. And this is the secret key, or should we say the blueprint, to ushering in the second Exodus. Praise the Most High. And point blank period, as we said, as children of the Most High, we're to do everything we can to please him and to work for his kingdom. Thank you, Father. I just heard a teacher saying What are you doing for the kingdom? He said, what are you actually doing for the kingdom? That's somewhat of a count. Man, you can say that counts. That's an old word that my aunt used to use. She used to get mad at us, say, you ain't no count, Larry Jean. You ain't no count, Bob. But that's a good point too. Because the text says only what we do for the Most High will stand, will last, will count. So we must be making full effort daily to be ushering in the second coming, to usher in our exodus out of the lands of our captivity. And I'm not even going to get into the idea or the fact, let's say the fact that our people love this Babylon. They love this Babylonian system, this new Egypt, this dream that was sold to them. That every time they get too close to it, they move the line. And this, I wanted to say the American dream, but we can't even say that because it's a worldwide system. And see, that's what's going to make this Exodus so amazing, because the Most High is not just pulling us out of one country or one nation, but he's pulling us out of all the nations. And as we speak now, he's judging all the nations. But this idea today is simply for Yasharel and for those folks that's going to join themselves to us. As in the first Exodus, the strangers, praise the Most High. We're going to make that our time for today. We're going to get out here and start this day well. I have 2 jobs today to finish this week up strong. Praise the Most High. I do appreciate y'all so much. I appreciate the kind words, because they really inspire a brother or aunt to get out here and do what I do. I mean, it helps. The Most High put foot to butt, so I don't have no choice. But when you get kind words from our aunts and okotis, our sisters and brothers, it makes it just that much more worthwhile to know that I am, what I'm doing is of some worth to somebody else. And the Most High said he'll bless the works of our hands, so I trust that it is blessing whoever listens to it. And I hope we're all getting ourselves together to walk this ancient path. And this reminds me of the idea, I'm going to say this and we're going to go. The idea that we had a prior recording about listening closely to what the Ruach HaKodesh says, or to what the Most High is telling us. This is how we stay on the ancient path. Praise the Most High. Let's get it.